Ready to call it a day?
You coming too, Repeat? Tomorrow, we fight. Hope everybody can get some sleep.
Going already? It looks like things here won't be settled for a while. I had hopes that we'd have the guild ships at our disposal.
I heard they've been having some issues.
It seems they've been unable to decide on a course of action since the Don's passing. It looks like I'll be one step behind you again this time.
No hard feelings, no matter which of us gets to Alexei first, right? Oh yeah. Are you done trying to get Estelle back? I mean, she's still a princess. And what about all that stuff with the Imperial succession?
The Council has chosen Yoder as their leader. For all intents and purposes, he's got their nomination for the throne.
Okay. So that's why you don't need to chase her around anymore?
That's not it. It's just that I've finally come to terms with the choices she's made for herself.
Wow, you sure loosened up.
Don't give me a hard time. It's something I've had to struggle with in my own way.
Well, she'd be happy to hear it.
I'll bring the problems of the heir and the Blastia to His Highness's attention. He'll be able to come up with some way of helping, I'm sure. As for Lady Estellise, Yuri, you have my confidence.
I appreciate it. Sorry for being such a pain. Well, I'm gonna get going. See you at Zaude.
As far as anyone is concerned, the capital was retaken because of my efforts. It isn't just with this, though. No one knows the things that brave Vesperia have done for them. They probably never will. Are you satisfied with that?
And welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Vesperia. Last time we returned Zaphias to normal, and what he was just saying was reminding me of something I was just playing the other day. I was playing a game where there's actually a quote, something along the lines of the path we here is a lonely one. So, apparently that's true in this instance, as we are basically operating behind the scenes, and the Knights get all the credit, it feels like. Okie dokie, I assume the rest of the party's down in the lower quarter. It's interesting having this music in the overworld, actually, now that I think about it. Yep, everyone's back here now, kinda nice to see. Actually... Oh, they're all over there. I was gonna duck into the lower quarter really quickly, see if there's any... Okay! Not ducking into the lower quarter. That's cool. I mean, I guess he did catch up with everybody inside the castle, which is kind of neat. The other day, at the refugee camp, I saw a dragon flying towards Zaphias, but it was struck down by the uncanny aurora and... Wow. If that was Pharaoh, that's not good, really.
Morning, Yuri.
Looks like I overslept a little. My hair is a mess.
Is that all you're worried about?
Sounds like we're all good.
Here you go.
You pulled it off. Now we just need Judy and Estelle.
Here I am. Good morning, everyone.
Oh, morning, Judith.
Were you able to get in touch with Pharaoh?
Yes, but you won't like what he told me about Zaude. He says it's a place that must be left undisturbed by both Interlocheia and humans.
I wonder why.
Such an encouraging send-off.
Well, it's not like we can just say, oh, thanks for telling us, and not go. Alexei's at Zaude, and I'm really not in a mood to just let him go.
You're right. Pharaoh will have to understand.
We already came this far. We can't stop now.
Besides, if we just ignore him, the whole world's gonna be in all kinds of trouble.
That's the spirit. Now we just need Estelle. Rita, did you see her?
Estelle won't be coming. She can't fight anymore.
Wait, you don't mean...
The control was a success, but she needs to avoid air interference in order to keep her power from activating.
Huh? But all Blastia need air to work, don't they?
Yes, so I tried the same thing as Raven.
Using her own life energy for power.
Are you serious? I really wouldn't recommend that.
I couldn't find any other way. At least she can use formulas without worrying about air. But it's not just controlling the power of the child of the full moon. Even Arts will use her life. She could be in serious danger if she had to exert herself.
So she won't be coming with us anymore.
And was she okay with that?
No.
Estelle!
Hey! You're just here to see us off, right?
Rita, I'm sorry. Please take me with you.
What did I tell you? You'll lose your life just by using your arts. You could go on living with no problem if you just wouldn't use them.
I sat up all night thinking about what you told me. At first I thought, finally, I'll be able to live a normal life.
Yeah, you've suffered enough. You can rest now.
Thank you, Rita. You all are risking your lives to fight. Even the fate of this world is at stake. Knowing that, my only choice is to fight alongside you.
Estelle.
There are still things I can do for my friends. So I'm asking you, please, take me with you.
I want to tell you no, but you decided this for yourself. I won't turn you down.
Yes, and she doesn't really listen once she sets her mind to something.
Ah, let's take her. Nobody likes having their friends run off to steal all the fun.
Yeah, we'll all help out to make this easy on her.
Promise me one thing. You will never, never push yourself too hard. Got it? I'll never forgive you if you break that promise.
All right.
Trying to forbid this bunch from pushing themselves is pretty pointless.
So our next problem is just how to go about actually getting to Zaude.
Don't worry. There's one friend you're forgetting.
Oh, is he okay?
I told you, he's strong.
Everyone, I also just finished the repairs on the ship.
That's right. Tokunaga's here too.
So everything's ready. This is it, the final battle.
Yeah.
Money seems to disappear before you know it.
No, it disappears because you use it.
Sure, but if you only use a little at a time, you don't realize how much you're spending.
I guess we've been spending a little too much.
What do you mean? We need to spend more.
Really? But why?
The more gold we spend, the more it comes back to us. And it brings its friends, too.
Really?
How interesting.
Huh? Rita, your name's on this money.
Exactly. I've been writing my name on our gold so we'll know when it comes back to us. And when it does come back, I bet it'll have doubled at least. So go on, use it.
What a lovely little fairy tale.
Well, that's how money works, doesn't it? Not really. That was also probably just a skit because of spending a certain amount of gold. For whatever reason, it triggered now. So yeah, we have Battle again. We have access to the full world. And I'm really skeptical, that's the word, not sketchy. Skeptical about the usage of the term air quotes final battle. Normally one doubts something like, oh, this is the final battle, but I think I remember reading that there's like 20... I want to say either 21 or 23 secret missions. Next one's 17, so I'm a little bit skeptical that this next one is actually the final battle unless we literally have 6 boss fights. which would be kind of ridiculous and a lot to deal with. So I'm hoping that this is not the final area, obviously. I could have sworn I read something about the final area not being named Zaude. I remember reading Zaude is a major cutoff point for side quests, but, or not cutoff point, well, probably a cutoff point. Yours was more of a cutoff point from what I recall reading. Obviously because you lose Estelle and Raven. You know, like, obviously you can't get the Mother's Memento if you go to Myorzo, so obviously you need to really plan things out in terms of a route. Now, I used some items, and that store at Dayton Hold did not have the items I was looking for. So we're making a slight little detour in North Polica just because it was here. And before they don't sell it, which I'm kind of expecting, actually. I might have to go to a different continent. Oh, hello. That saves us some trouble. Yep, that seems fine. I really hope to find that hourglass, because apparently that helps for something in the very near future. Anyway, we have skits, so here we go.
So now we've got the gang back together.
I'm so glad to be with you all again.
Same here.
You must take care not to strain yourself.
You know, one step at a time.
Huh? What's up?
I think Rapide just welcomed me back.
No, Rapide's already off over there.
Should have seen that coming.
Poor Estelle. I wonder if there's ever a point where they get along. I'm kind of thinking no. Or like very end cutscene, like Rapide is actually like chill with Estelle. But I'm a little bit skeptical on that. Okay, so we have everything. All the items we can buy that we probably will need are maxed out of the status elements. All the healing items and so on, except for like specifics that you can't buy. Now, Zaude's over here, it looks like, based on the map. Do I want to go there yet? Because, yeah, I hear the next thing is really difficult.
Rita, that magic you used was amazing.
What do you mean? That wasn't really anything special.
Are you kidding? It was special. That was really, really cool.
Enough already. It seriously was not anything special. Compared to you.
Oh. I was thinking how lucky I am to have a friend who's so gifted with magic.
Really?
Yes, really.
Thanks.
What's our party looking like? Oh, it reordered itself in order. So Estelle scaled to the average level of the party. Yuri and Rita are level 49, but Judith, Raven, and Carol were 48, so Estelle rounded down effectively to 48, but that's okay. What was I gonna say? I was gonna check records, I guess. We've seen half of the skits. We've missed a ton, I can guarantee it already. I was wanting to see if there's anything that lists how much damage you've dealt. Total damage given. Wow, that's a really big number, actually, now that I think about it. The reason I'm looking at this is because while we have Battle Royale again, so this is actually a thing. We can get a title eventually for dealing a certain amount of damage with, I think, the entire party, but I need to double check what the number of the damage actually was. I was actually looking at a guide that talked about costumes, and we've basically missed half of Yuri's costumes, unfortunately. But the others, we can still get most of their costumes. I think Carol, we missed one, and we're still on track to get one for Raven, actually, that is considered missable because of talking to Kaufman in Capritorum all those hours ago. So I'm just double checking really quickly what the number is. Where is this? I am not, okay, there's Rita. It says 60 million? Deal 60 million damage total or over with or without Rita, then go to Halure. Speak to the cloaked man near the fountain. It changed viewing angle, so that's why I stopped. And you'll get the Seeker title for Rita. So apparently, it's in Halure? Actually, that reminds me of something. There's that thing with the caged Emperor, I think, which we never saw the conclusion of. I wonder if we can actually do that now. Also, Halure. I don't remember a fountain in Halure, actually. That's a little bit awkward. This is not the right continent at all. So yes, we are apparently tackling or going to attempt to tackle some side stuff before heading straight to Zaude, because yeah, we're gonna be kind of locked in there. Yeah, outside of Dayton Hold is actually also a special monster. We saw it on the way over, I think, but we didn't actually fight it. We're under 10 levels, though, so like, can we? Or will we get our butts kicked? That's what I'm trying to weigh at the moment. Part of me thinks we'll get our butts kicked, so I think we're gonna save that for later. Just go to Halure for now, but I just wanted to make note, I am fully aware of where that monster is. I just don't really want to deal with it until I'm like level 58 matching levels. Because I remember when we matched levels with that one monster, it kind of still wrecked us even though we were over leveled effectively. But we got another skit.
It looks like Baul is back to his old self.
There's plenty of air for him to absorb. He seems to have used it to heal his wounds.
For all the trouble Alexei's caused, he's helping us out in some unexpected ways.
That's not gonna get him off the hook, though.
He can go wherever he likes. With Baul to help us, there's no place we can't follow.
Yep. So, okay, this is the fountain, but there's no one. Maybe it has to be out to Zaude, because like a bajillion side quests that I was looking up were like, oh, after you go to Zaude, this thing happens. Who's this guy? Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, one of the capital people. That makes sense. But yeah, I don't know if there's a cutoff point. It doesn't actually say. For this particular title, some have certain start points and end points. That did say over 60 million, right? I didn't count the zeros. Okay, we're only at 25 million because I miscounted zeros. So that's why the title isn't showing up. That would require a ton of farming. What's the dog map looking like, actually? Not good. Not good at all. Yeah, really not. Now, I'm not even sure how the dog map works. It's part of my problem right now. I'm really not sure how this thing operates. So, yeah, that's why I haven't really been pursuing it much, because I don't quite follow how this thing is supposed to even work. Anyway, enough goofing around, trying to find side quests that we haven't actually triggered yet. There was an icon in the bottom right near this place before, but now it's gone. I was wondering, like, was that Zaude or was that something else? Apparently it was something else, because I'm not seeing it, unless I just haven't seen it yet.
I didn't know you could fight like that.
Yeah, neither did I, actually. That was my first time.
Really? You sure put on a good show.
I thought it might be better to go all out, you know? Baul agrees.
I'm sure he does. We're counting on you, Judith.
And I'm counting on you.
Okay, where is Zaude? Like, seriously. Does it actually say in synopsis? Should. Off the Tabikia's southern shores. So we are actually rough. No, we're not in the right place. It's over there. Tabikia's over this continent here. So it should be right here-ish. Yeah, I just remember seeing some weird thing on that other place, and I thought it was suspicious, but it turned out to be absolutely nothing. Southern shore. Doesn't seem to be anything, actually. That's weird. You know what would be kind of terrible is if you actually like. Actually, one thing I was also intending to look into was actually these places. I was wondering, now that we have the level 3 Sorcerer's Ring, if we can actually do anything about these. No. Obviously it needs to be upgraded.
When someone as strong as Pharaoh tells you not to go messing with Zaude, it makes you wonder.
I wish he'd use regular words when he talked, though.
Definitely. If it's really all that dangerous, you'd think he'd want to make himself clear.
Maybe it was something Pharaoh had difficulty expressing in his own way. He did take the time to warn us. That shows at least some concern for our well-being, right?
You mean that maybe he's warmed up to us a bit?
Yes.
Oh, wait. I just realized what I was doing wrong. Topeki is the other continent. I was thinking Hypionia for some reason. I don't know why. Topeki is, I think, the main continent, actually. So, like, the starting continent. So that's actually, like, probably somewhere in the ocean. Oh, that icon is Myorzo. That makes sense. And there it is. Only took a little bit of searching.
So that's Zaude. It's huge.
It's sort of shaped like a ring.
Anybody with fingers big enough for that wouldn't have any trouble taking over the world.
I wonder if we'll get in without being seen.
Whoa, look! Over there!
Pharaoh. But Pharaoh's one of the strongest in Lakeia.
And even he couldn't do anything to it. What did we get ourselves into?
It reconstituted itself by manipulating the air. What processing speed?
Let's go in from below. Pharaoh's doing all the work, but at least he's got Alexei looking up for now.
Pharaoh, thank you. I'd like to know one thing before we begin this battle. Just how strong is this Commandant?
I heard he earned his knighthood when he won a royal tournament during the previous emperor's reign.
I got to cross swords with him once, and I didn't last more than 3 minutes.
So then he's really, really strong.
And don't forget, he's surrounded by his royal guard.
None of this sounds very promising.
Hey, we've got De Nomos, don't we?
Besides, we've been through all kinds of stuff together on this journey.
Yeah, we're tighter than any kind of guard, royal or not.
All right, so say we handle the royal guard. It's still a coin toss in the end.
I guess we'll never be too prepared when it comes to facing Alexei.
Right. We'll have to give it everything we've got.
So, okay, so we can't actually fly still. It's just we actually have to enter through this lower passageway. Obviously right here.
Man, up close, this thing is bigger than I thought.
Is this really one big Blastia? There's no way!
It must possess unimaginable power.
Whoa, look! That's a knight battleship, right?
Could it be Flynn?
Nah, I bet it's the royal guard, which means... The place is crawling with them. They've got the main entrance covered.
There aren't that many. We could blow them away before they knew what hit them.
Easy. We're not here to get noticed. Let's see if there isn't some other way in.
So Pharaoh's been absorbing air too. Is he trying to restabilize it?
We owe him one for keeping the fight up this long.
No, I don't think that's it. My guess is he's taking in all that air to disable Zaude's power source.
That way he'll be able to mess with Alexei's plans, right?
Right. Right, Judith?
Who? Me? What was the question?
Never mind.
It'll be easy if we can just get inside. We'll stop everything in one shot.
Wish it were that easy, kid, but we'll be up to our ears in traps and royal guards.
Gotta admire his confidence.
Do you really mean that?
Pharaoh, please be okay.
So, I'm wondering is how we're actually supposed to approach. If we just approach from the front door? Oops, there's a bunch of knights here. Better find another way in. No kidding. So, what is that other way in? Oh, around here. That's surprisingly straightforward. Barrier! Not that we can use that inside a dungeon as far as I could figure out. Well, this looks promising.
There's a breeze. It's a vent.
Leave it to me.
Rita, don't worry. I'm fine.
Please, I'm not worried.
You clearly are.
Oh, shut up. Hurry up and get that thing open.
You're the only one shouting.
Got it.
Wonderful. Let's take a look. We've seen plenty of Blastia so far, but this one's in a different class altogether.
If this was made at the end of the Garayo civilization, it may contain clues to other technology.
Chances are pretty good if the building we saw in that relief in Myorzo is actually Zaude.
So is there a connection between the Cataclysm and the Autophagos?
If it does come from the end of the Garayo civilization, maybe it can turn back the Autophagos.
I wonder if that's why they carved the relief. It all adds up, but I keep going back to Pharaoh's words.
About disturbing Zaude? Thinking about it isn't likely to get us anywhere. We just have to go on.
And go on we shall. What is this? Holy water shall rain forth from the heavens when the power of creation is offered to the redstone. The power of creation is not the power of the ring. Okay. Got a staircase and a blue sphere. This passage where you go that way, something in the middle over there. I wonder if these two passageways go to the same place. It kind of feels like that. That's not a treasure over there. I have a feeling that's a trap though. Okay, so they don't quite go to the same place. One's a dead end. I'm not sure why. So this is collapsed here. Can't go there yet. Obviously, power creation, my guess would be that we have to, like, basically rebuild some of this inside. I have no idea. All I know is the boss sucks. That's literally all I know about Zaude, actually. I think he's the boss of Zaude. I actually looked up a video of this fight because of how infamous it is. So I actually, yeah, know what the boss plays out like. Even though I can tell it's terrible. I haven't actually obviously played it myself, so kind of in an odd place when it comes to blind gameplay. But yeah, I was hearing so many terrible things about this fight. I was like, I'm not going into this blind. No way in hell. So obviously we have to go up the stairs in that other room, but I think I'm gonna go back and save and end off here. So thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Tales of Vesperia.